Well, it's September 16th, and Avery and I are headed down to Oklahoma. We had an unexpected lease opportunity come open that we decided to go ahead and take. Us and Tyler are in on it, and we're excited to get down there and check it out. On maps, it looked real good. It had some timber and CRP and a bunch of different cedar thickets. It's 160 acres total. We're excited to get down there and put some boots on the ground, do some speed scouting with the Onyx, and see what kind of sign we can find. We got the cutting link system with us. We're going to deploy it and try to pick out a few different spots to put a few different feed stations up. We're going to set out some mock scrapes. It's about 7.5 hours from home. We'll show you all what we got going on down there. We're excited to get down there and get started. Well, we just wrapped up here on the Oklahoma lease. We were able to get the cutting link system set out, and I think we set up 3 feed stations and a few different mock scrapes. First one was up at the north end of the farm. There was a nice pinch coming through there that feeds from another block of timber all across the road. I think that'll be a real nice setup. It should work out real nice for a northwest wind. I think it'll be a nice cruising spot. We found a nice pinch point in this timber draw along the creek system that had a few different rubs and a big trail running through it along with some scrapes. So we set up a couple mock scrapes in there. We had another feed station set up in the cedar thicket where Avery kind of talked about. And then the last one here on the south end of the farm, we got a pond that actually has some water in it. And around this area, water is key. But we got this set up here with a nice tree right above me here that I think we could get in here and hunt over this pond if the opportunity presents itself. And we're excited to get back down here and see what Oklahoma's all about. So thanks for tuning in to Midwest Whitetail Great Plains Show.
Well, good morning, guys. I'm gonna make this short and sweet just because I think if the deer are gonna move this morning, it's gonna be right here early. I'm hunting on the food plot that I planted this summer that I showed you guys. I'm kind of highly been anticipating this sit. We've been waiting for the driveway buck. That's what we're going to call him, the Big Ten on this farm. He started showing up on this food plot 2 mornings ago, and he was in daylight. And he was in here several times last night, so hopefully he's around. I spooked a couple deer on the way in, which scares me, but hopefully he wasn't one once I spooked, and he slips in here this morning. It's about 48 coolest morning of the season that we've had thus far, so got the right wind and got the buck showing up, so fingers crossed that he makes it here this morning before he goes back to bed. Well guys, what a hunt that turned out to be. Unfortunately, the target buck was a no-show. I was worried that I spooked him this morning, but after my hunt, I don't think that it was him that I spooked, just because I saw had to be 20 does. It was insane how many does came through here. They're just, with this new food plot and these oaks dropping like crazy, it's just a perfect spot for them to come after they get off the bean fields in the morning. So overall, it was a good hunt. I'm excited for this spot here as we get into October. I think that with all these does coming here, these couple shooter bucks that we have, the driveway buck and then the other non-typical, I just think with all these does coming in here that in October and early November that they've got it. Maybe they'll get on a pattern and get in here. I think I'll probably leave it alone for a little bit just because of the spook, just because I spooked a couple deer this morning, and maybe let the bucks get a little bit more consistent. But it's a fun sit nonetheless, and I'm going to stay after them here over the next couple weeks.
Well guys, it's finally here. It's September 24th in southeast Kansas, and we're 20 feet up in the tree again, and we can't be more excited for this season. Last time we talked to you guys, it was a couple weeks ago right before the opener, but we didn't get a chance to get out. It was super hot. Today is super hot again, but we were finally able to get up here, move cameras around. You know, the bucks are really changing their pattern right now. After they shed their velvet, they kind of start disappearing on cameras, which is pretty typical, and this time of year is whenever we really start to move our cameras to focus more on scrape lines and you know, different food sources. But today we snuck it back here to this big bean field that we call the island field. It's got these two old homestead barn pieces of timber in the middle of this big secluded bean field, and there's about probably a 40-acre piece of timber that's just to our west here, a couple hundred yards, and that's where we think our target buck Uni has been living and bedding most of the time. So we didn't push in too close just because we don't really know his pattern yet. We haven't been getting him on camera the past week or so. So we sat back, made sure our wind was perfect for this sit, and really just doing an observation sit. We're just super excited to get in a tree, and we're excited to show you guys what we do.
It was at